Welcome to the lecture. I'm going to deliver a series of lectures on this concept, that is motion of object on an inclined plane. Under this title, around some 3 to 4 lectures I will deliver, out of which this is the first lecture. Being the first lecture, in this I'm going to consider a simplest of its kind, a body on a fixed wedge. That is, here there is a wedge placed on a horizontal surface, and this wedge is fixed, that is, it doesn't move, it is not allowed to move on the horizontal surface, and the angle of inclination of this inclined surface is theta with respect to the horizontal, and I am assuming for the simplicity sake this inclined surface is smooth. On the smooth inclined surface a block of mass m is kept. Then we need to calculate what is the acceleration of block down the incline. This I am calling it as small a. And second question is, as it is sliding down, what is the normal reaction N between block and wedge? To answer to these questions, let us make an analysis like this. This wedge is fixed and it is rigid, because of which I can conclude one conclusion. This object can slide down the incline only. It has no motion in this direction, because it is to move either to the down or to the up. It should either penetrate into the wedge or it should fly away from the wedge, which is not possible. So this motion we call it as the constraint motion. Okay, so to find out what is the acceleration of the object down the incline, let us consider the free body diagram of the block. What is free body diagram? Free body diagram is nothing but the diagram in which we represent different forces acting on the object. Here the system of my interest is the block, that's why I am drawing it with black color. So this is the system of my interest. Okay, now what are the different forces acting on the block? As the block is in gravitational field, gravitational force acts on the block vertically downwards, and its magnitude is mg. Whatever it may be the orientation of this inclined plane, whether it is inclined like this or like this, whatever it may be, always gravitational force will be vertically downwards. And second force is, as this object is in contact with this inclined surface, there will be a contact force normal to the surface, which we call it as the normal reaction N. So these are the two forces which are acting on this block with respect to the earth. So this object is sliding down the incline, means there should be a resultant force acting on the object down the incline. To find out this resultant force, let us consider this N, which is perpendicular to this inclined surface. The component of N down the incline, that is N cos 90, because the angle between this vector and this side is 90. N cos 90, cos 90 is 0, because of which the contribution of this N down the incline is 0. So the only force which is going to contribute something to the motion down the incline is mg, because mg is subtending some angle with this inclined surface. To find out what is the angle between this mg and this inclined surface, consider this geometry. If I extend this line vertically downwards like this, and if I join it with this, then what happens? Here this angle will be 90 degrees, because this is a horizontal line, this is a vertical line. If you consider this right angle triangle, small right angle triangle, this angle is 90, this angle is theta. So because of which this angle is going to be how much? 180 minus of 90 plus theta, which is nothing but 90 minus theta. This mg, which is vertically downwards, has a component down the incline and normal to the incline. It has two components. Now I am going to calculate the component of mg down the incline. Okay, so the component of mg down the incline is given by how much? Mg cos of, what is the angle between these two sides? 90 minus theta. So cos of 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. So because of which I can conclude the component of mg down the incline is given by mg sin theta. And second thing, the component of mg perpendicular to the incline. To find out this component, I need to find out the angle between this line and this line. For this, consider this geometry. This is perpendicular to the inclined surface, because of which angle between this and this side is 90 degrees. Already this small angle is 90 minus theta. Then this angle is going to be how much? 90 minus of 90 minus theta, which is nothing but theta. So angle between mg and this normal is theta. So the component of mg normal to the incline is given by how much? Mg cos theta, which is in this direction. Okay, so if I analyze motion down the inclined direction, in this direction, I am taking this down the inclined direction as x dash direction, normal to the inclined direction as y dash direction. I am analyzing the motion along the x dash direction. Okay, so what are the different forces acting on the object down the inclined direction? Only force is mg sin theta, and it is down the incline. From Newton's law of motion, second law of motion, what can I write? Resultant of all the forces acting on the object along the x dash direction should be equal to mass times the acceleration of block along the x dash. X dash direction is down the incline. In the problem it is given down the incline acceleration, I assumed it as small a only. So in the place of this ax dash, what I can write? Small m into a only. But what is the resultant force down the inclined direction? That is nothing but mg sin theta only. Mg sin theta. So then what happens? Mm gets cancelled. Therefore, acceleration of block down the incline is given by g sin theta. This is the expression for the acceleration of block down the incline. Second thing, let us analyze the motion along y dash direction. What are the forces acting on the object along the y direction? Mg cos theta normally downward to the inclined surface, and capital N normally upward to the inclined surface, and body cannot move along y direction. Already I told you, because it is a rigid body. Okay, that means there is no motion along y dash direction. That is, body is at rest. That means acceleration of the body along y dash direction is 0. So from Newton's second law of motion, what I can write? Resultant of all the forces along the y dash direction should be equal to 0. This is possible when this downward force is equal to upward force. That is, mg cos theta is equal to capital N. Therefore, normal reaction between the block and the wedge is given by N is equal to mg cos theta. This is the expression for the normal reaction between the block and the wedge. Okay, so this is the overall thing regarding to motion of object on a fixed inclined surface. Okay, have a look at the diagram and the questions. Okay, and then look at the solution. First, I considered the free body diagram of the block with respect to a inertial frame, that is earth. Okay, and I resolved the forces, and I resolved the motion along the down the inclined direction. I have written equation of motion down the inclined direction, through which I calculated the acceleration of block, and along vertical direction I analyzed the motion, through which I calculated the normal reaction between the block and the wedge. So these two values, that is mg cos theta down the mg sin theta down the incline, normal to the incline mg cos theta, you should remember it, because wherever we analyze the motion of object on an inclined plane, these two values are going to be very useful. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.